Now this is the kind of thing I really love covering on LGR every so often. This is the RetroTube, a made-to-order all-in-one Raspberry Pi case by Dan Michel, who's putting these together himself and selling them one by one online. And man, I love the look of this thing. As this nifty logo implies, it's styled after mid-20th century tube televisions, although instead of a CRT, it uses a more modern 8-inch LCD panel. And yes, it is a 4:3 aspect ratio display, which makes it ideal for emulating retro game systems and playing old TV shows and movies alike. Above the volume and power knobs are two 3-watt 1.5-inch speakers for stereo sound and a convenient headphone jack around the side. And around back is a spot to plug in the 5-volt power supply alongside the openings to access both the LCD panel buttons and the ports of the Raspberry Pi. This particular review unit was sent to me by Dan with the Raspberry Pi 3 pre-installed, which adds $40 on top of the $275 base price he's asking. I really like the way he's put this all together, with the separate audio amp going through the 3.5mm audio instead of just HDMI, as well as a convenient microSD to SD card extender. It also has these cute little removable legs on the bottom, which I enjoy probably more than I should. About the only thing I'd change aesthetically, maybe, is adding a faux rabbit ear antenna setup on top and maybe another finish on the wooden case besides the classic shellac look this one has. I'm quite fond of a nice walnut wood grain, personally. And I also wish the opening for the LCD was just the tiniest bit larger near the corners, since the first character of certain lines of text can get covered. Still, seeing as this is made to order, there's nothing stopping you from asking Dan to customize it a bit, or even leave it unfinished so you can do what you want with it. And that's why I love projects like this. Absolute niche customization. Some setup is still going to be required, of course, seeing as you'll have to provide your own SD card, operating system software, and ROMs and any other media. But really, who doesn't have a few SD cards lying around these days, and setting up the system with free stuff like Raspbian or a spin-off like RetroPie is a piece of cake. Or pie, you know what I mean. I went with RetroPie for mine since I mostly want to use it as an emulator/video player, and I've used it in the past too, so I know how dead simple it is to set up. In fact, you might remember that I reviewed another homebrew kit kinda like this in the past, the PortaPie Desktop Arcade. But where that had integrated arcade cabinet controls, the RetroTube really is just a fancy case with a display and sound for the Pi to do with as you please. I ended up using a PS4 controller over Bluetooth to control most of the games, and a wireless Logitech keyboard and touchpad combo for doing pretty much everything else. Being that it's a Pi though, your options are almost unlimited at this point. It works just fine for playing your favorite YouTube channels, watching movies and TV shows through Kodi or your media player of choice, and it's strangely satisfying hearing everything through those cloth-covered little speakers.
This particular model is from Sharp, it's the JC AV1, and the alternative device came out around the same time, and that was from JVC.
It's also an excellent, compact emulation setup, as you'd expect for a Pi-based system. And seriously, props to Dan for going with a nice 4:3 display here, because I've seen too many of these kind of things that go with a widescreen 16:9 LCD instead. It's been running at 800x600 throughout this video, and it seems solid enough to me, with no notable lag, some nice rich colors, and a picture that's more than sharp enough for my taste considering its size. I do kind of wish it was an 8-inch CRT still, because of course I do. I'm the dude that paired an HDMI conversion box with a black and white Gold Star TV so I could play Fallout. But yeah, I know a CRT is not exactly the best decision in any way, shape, or form, considering the technical and resource challenges involved. Maybe someday that'll happen, but even if not, whatever. The RetroTube is just really neat, and I can't help but enjoy its company. It's small and lightweight enough to make it convenient to set up just about anywhere, and I'm pleased with the overall fit and finish. If you're interested, it's currently available for sale on Etsy by Dan for the aforementioned $275. He's also open to customization options and lists some on the product page, like a Pi 3 installation and a soft power switch, and you can get it in kit form if you want to assemble it yourself. Heck, you could even skip the Pi altogether and plug in other HDMI devices directly if it suits your desires. To sum things up, the RetroTube is a lot of fun if you're a dork like me who enjoys little retro-inspired computery things in his house, or you're looking for a unique gift idea, or you've had too much to drink and have little impulse control at the moment. Whichever of these situations you may find yourself in, Dan's RetroTube has the LGR stamp of approval. thanks again to Dan for sending this my way. He didn't have to. He didn't pay me or anything. He's just like, hey, if you want to cover it, here it is. And this is just neat. It's a cool little device. And if you like seeing cool little thingies like this, then I cover them here on LGR. New videos every Monday and Friday. And as always, thank you very much for watching.